him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-ma-gob, it's time for the only news that matters, brother. And yeah, I never talk about wrestling, but I have to today. Because in Clearwater, Florida, Hulk Hogan, the mustache head scarf wearing bicep busting icon of professional wrestling, who turned the sport into a massive business and stretched his influence into TV, pop culture, and politics during a long and scandalous plagued second act of his life. He died Thursday in Florida, Clearwater, Florida, at 71 years old. Hogan was pronounced dead at the hospital less than 90 minutes after medics in Clearwater arrived at his home to answer a morning call about a cardiac arrest, police said. Oh, man. Now, yeah, you know what, man? I got to talk about the Hulkster, man. Now, when I was a little kid, I liked, I had, this regional wrestling. We had the Florida wrestling with Missing Link and all. I loved that stuff as a little kid. But, man, the first time I saw the Hulkster, I absolutely loved him. Because he was Thunderlips in Rocky 3. And, my God, that little clip right there, Hulkster should have always been a heel. He would have been a perfect heel. But you know what? As the good guy, there was nobody better, man. You know, I was into the heels when I was, in the 80s came in. Roddy Piper, my favorite. I loved Macho Man and, the bad guys, And Hulk was the good guy, And I got to say, that Wrestlemania 3, I think it was, that was at the Pontiac Silverdome. I actually went to this place called the James L. Knight Center, kind of like a mini arena, that hosted a pay-per-view. We go there and we get to watch it on the big screens. And I thought Macho Man and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat had the best match. But man, I went to that thing thinking, man, I hope Andre the Giant beats the crap out of Hulk Hogan. Because I tell you, at the time I was into heels, and Bobby Heenan, my favorite, commentator, he was Andre's manager, and he was always pushing the buttons and stuff, and God, man, that was some golden age of wrestling. So I go to the pay-per-view thing, come on, Andre, beat his ass, Man, when the Hulkster slammed him, the whole place I was at, in James L. Knight Center, erupted. It was like this electricity in the air when that happened. And then Hulk comes and he fucking takes the leg down on him and pins him. Even I, that wanted Andre to win, went, you know what? That was awesome. I was happy. I shouldn't have been happy, but I was happy. I was like, hell yeah, fuck yeah. Real American. Fucking Hulk Hogan. And what a role model, I mean, yeah, in his personal life, I didn't really keep up with all his craziness. I know there's a porn floating out there and other stuff, and him saying racist stuff, I think. But whatever, man. I'm talking about the Hulkster, the persona. That, little kids loved Hulk Hogan. I remember they had a cartoon show and everything, and record albums, Pile Driver. I am a real American. And Hulkster every time telling the kids, hey kids, eat your vitamins and say your prayers. Come on. That's a great message to give the kids. I wasn't a little kid at the time. I wasn't eating my vitamins and saying my prayers. I was, taking drugs and worshiping Satan. But those days are behind me. But Hulkster, man, wow. I still can't listen to Ozzy Osbourne music. It's only been, 2-3 days after Ozzy died. And now this happens. And I'm like, you know what? I got to do a little tribute to Hulk Hogan. I never really was a big fan of his, but I never disliked him. And what he did to Andre the Giant on that pay-per-view tonight, man, it was a beautiful moment, man. I was like, damn, he just body slammed Andre and dropped the leg on him. And he's a real American, man. And he was like a superhero. Hulk Hogan, you can say, was a superhero, definitely in the 80s. I kind of tapered off, but I didn't keep up with Hulk or wrestling, period. I know Hulk became a heel later in the NWO, and I watched some of that, and, you know, I was like, ain't no Thunder Lips. But whatever. I mean, it had a following. People still loved it. I kind of dropped out of it, you know. Let me tell you, if Roddy Piper died today, I would have done this. You know, I should have did it when he did pass away. My favorite is Roddy Piper. Love the Macho Man. I love Rick Rude. I love $1 Million Man. Man, the scummier the better, man. They were all great. And I loved how in wrestling, man, they would cuss out the president, Jack Tunney. Remember that shit? They do interviews and they're like, let me tell you something, Jack Tunney. They'd cuss out Jack Tunney, all the bad guys, and Jack Tunney wouldn't fire him. Well, you know, they just got some guy and said, hey, pretend to be the president of the WWF, which was Vince McMahon. But still, yeah, this hurts, man. This does hurt, I gotta admit, because Hulk Hogan, you know, was a pop icon. Not only wrestler, but he transcended, like Ozzy. You know, Hulk Hogan's not a famous wrestler. What he is, he's a famous personality on TV, movies. Man, I remember the movie he made in the 80s, No Holds Barred. Yeah, I went to go see it. Man, that movie sucked. But hey, man, whatever. I bet the little kids went to see it and loved it. I was like, damn, make a Roddy Piper movie, which later they did, called They Live. Not Roddy Piper, but the actor, which is a phenomenal movie. Probably my favorite movie with a wrestler in it. So yeah, Hulk Hogan, man. Sad, man. I want to thank the Hulkster, because back in the 80s, when he was telling little kids to take their vitamins and say their prayers, a couple of those kids grew up to be kick-ass people because of Hulk Hogan, you know? Hey, I'm sad. I'm sad with Ozzy, Hulk, and Chuck Mangione. I love Feel So Good, that song. I had the vinyl. I had to put that on now. Beautiful. Chuck Mangione's awesome, man. Connie Francis, old school. A lot of people been dying. Guy from Golden Earring, man. You know, we've seen this coming. We got a lot more of our heroes that are on their way out, you know. It's sad, man, but I want to say thank you, Hulk Hogan, for everything. And I want to also say my deepest condolences to the Hulkamaniacs, you know. So, hey, thanks for watching my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. Ring the little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob, brother.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston, and so never more shall we see you again.